Dungeon Runners Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dungeon Runners Podcast. This week you have me as your host, General Drown, with the following: CreepsMcPasta.
That's me again.
And a special guest, more special than Crepes, Barnabas Deimos.
Damn right.
See, I was a special guest once, and now I've been on a few times, and now I'm not a special. I'm just a guest.
Now you're part of the rotating
You'll
cast.
lose your status soon, Barnabas. You'll lose it soon.
A
few more absences from the others.
So, for anyone who doesn't know who Barnabas Deimos is a creepypasta narrator called Barnabas Deimos. Actually, Barnabas, is that how you pronounce the last name? Because I actually never learned it. I always called you Demimos.
I mean, technically, it is it's supposed to be Demos, but I say Demos because I like to annoy people.
Wait,
So there's 3 different ways we've been saying it.
So there's Demos, there's Demos, there's Demonos, and then there's how I used to spell it, which is Deimos.
See, I say Deimos.
I said Demimos.
I don't know where I got Deimos from, then.
Maybe you wanted to call me Demos.
Nomos?
Nomos?
Nomos called
A simple Nomos.
Hey, Creeps.
Yeah?
You have a hypothetical for us this week?
I have a hypothetical. It's a dumb one.
Oh, good. I'm glad I get it to you.
Yeah, you guys, I love this responsibility. Okay, here's the question. Would you rather have sex with a goat and no one would know, or not have sex with a goat, but everyone thinks you did?
I mean, social status is kind of more important. Do I get any sort of disease from this?
No, I'm sure you have protection.
I mean, how much
counts.
How much protection can help you from having sex with a goat?
Condom? Well, what more do you need?
Well, maybe a sheepskin, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
Here's the better question.
What?
Does the goat know?
I think
it's
the goat has an
consensual.
understanding.
Yeah, it's
a
there, like
mutual
bending
thing.
over. Yeah.
Is it consensual?
Okay, so the goat does in fact know. The goat is aware, but everybody else doesn't know. And you can't get a goat STD or anything like that, so I'm gonna have to go with the goat.
I think I would have to, because like I said, your social standing is really important in this world.
So yeah, you both work publicly, and I was like, I don't know many people. And then I remembered who I was. I was like, oh no.
Like,
oh no, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just do it.
You got it right. Like, if these are your rules. You either fuck it and no one knows, or you don't fuck it but everyone thinks you fucked a goat. Like, well, I either become the goat fucker or I'm the goat fucker in private.
I'm glad that this was the question that I get to start off with.
Fine. Do you want another one?
Yeah, go ahead. Make it better.
Would you rather pry off your thumbnail with a fork, or put a toothpick under your big toenail and kick a wall?
Oh god, that's fucking horrible.
Do you know what's even worse? I've seen the second one.
I've seen the second one too.
I've always heard it as a joke. I never knew someone would ever do it until someone did it.
Oh god, I can't do nail things, man.
I guess it would have to be because I've smashed and made my my big toe bleed more than enough times under the nail. I think I'm gonna have to go with the toothpick under the big toe because it's the only thing you can do. Because if you do the other one, then you might risk actually like no longer being able to grow that back.
Yeah,
because it's gone, it's dead.
See, that's not what I'm thinking. My biggest thing I was thinking is that to pry it off with a fork, you might not do it first time. And that's 4 prongs going underneath and a pry, whereas a toothpick is just one quick, just a little.
See,
It's just a little tap.
I've been on both spectrums.
Love tap. Doesn't say how hard you have to kick.
I've been on both spectrums where I've smashed my toes multiple times on concrete and walls, and I've lost toenails. but I've also had my hands crushed by car doors, cement bricks, other stuff, and I've also lost a nail. What kind of nail? I have a fucking a constant, never-ending stream of blood on my pinky that's never gone away. So I don't know. These are both really hard because they're fucking. I can't do nail things. They hurt. They hurt.
Yeah, it's hard for you because you said you can't do nail things. That's a very big setback on the nail things specific question.
Yeah. Oh, if I had to choose one, it would have to be probably the toe. But at the same time, it's like, fucking sucks because you're not gonna be able to walk for a long time, at least correctly.
Yeah.
I have
It's. Go on.
Sorry. Can I add a hypothetical question to this?
Yeah.
Go on.
Sure.
Would you rather lose your knees in the war, or would you rather lose your elbows in the war?
All right. Elbows.
See, no. Your elbows don't exist as a separate bone, but your knees do. Did you know children under 5 months old don't have kneecaps?
Didn't know that, but that's gross. Kids are gross.
Or someone like a year
Kids
and a
are
half.
monsters, just in general, before
Kids
they
are-
start to develop. Like that
I-
freaking picture of the baby's teeth inside.
Oh, I know. I was
kids.
just about to mention that. That's fucking creepy. Have you ever seen that?
I've not seen that.
Oh,
No.
it's fucking creepy, dude.
Describe it to me in great detail.
Its teeth jutting out from the skull from like a weird angle. It's just like it's creepy, and it's like there's an X-ray of it somewhere.
I need to see that
Kids are disgusting.
someday. Do you know
They
what? I
just-
like to think of them as sentient steak because they're not quite aware of the world, just enough to walk around and be a living thing.
Yeah, they're just a little
So
pile of
like
meat.
cows?
Yeah, like cows.
So you think that children are like cows,
Yeah.
to be fed upon and eaten and basted and go really, really well with garlic butter?
Where do you think jelly babies come from?
The hell's a jelly
The
bean?
fuck is a jelly belly?
Oh my gosh.
What are you
Jelly
talking about?
babies. It's a little sweetie.
What
Little
is
jelly
that?
thing.
Is that
They're
a
like
weird
little
thing?
babies.
We don't
that you
speak
eat.
British.
Oh my gosh, am I the only one who eats babies? What about baby corn then? That's a reference you might get.
Oh yeah, baby corn. It's just little corn.
Isn't that the thing that they try and shove into all kinds of Chinese food, and you're like, ugh, I don't want this.
Yeah, it's like corn, but it's a little harder.
Do you know what's weird? I hate sweet corn, but I love those little baby corns. If you're talking about they look like mini corn on the cobs. I
Yeah.
love them, but I hate sweet corn with a dying
Dude,
passion.
if I can,
Is it because you just like eating babies?
Yes, we've established this.
All right, first off, those little corn spermers, they usually put some of those in sometimes in menudo or bondigas. Those little corn cobs that you put in with and eat them inside.
Corn cobs?
Yeah, it's like little ones.
I really can't think of any. Whenever I think of menudo and pozole, I always think of hominy. And live in hominy. Yeah,
also,
it's the giant corn bits.
Is that what it's named?
Yeah, it's called hominy.
Oh shit! I didn't. Why does corn have so many names?
Um,
It's like sweet corn, maize, other shit. But anyways, speaking of babies,
Cob.
did you guys ever play? Did you guys ever play the game? I have no mouth, I must scream.
There's a game to it.
Yeah,
Yes, there
it's a game and there's the original book, and then there's
Yeah, because I know of the book. Oh yeah, I think I've heard of the game, but no.
the
I've not
book
played
is
it.
worse than the actual game.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
That's
In
an
terms of
interesting
content.
claim.
Well, the cool thing about the game is like they had the author be the voice of Am, which was really fucking cool. And the reason I bring this up is because in the game there's this cut out scene where you have the choice to eat a baby.
Oh.
Yeah, it got cut out. You'd be surprised why.
What's the
I'd
other
do it.
choice?
The other choice is don't eat the baby. Like you,
to not eat the
like-
baby.
Well, we all know what Creeps is gonna choose.
Yeah. Is
Um,
there even a choice?
well, Creeps is lobbies for cannibalism all the time.
Yeah, I honestly do not see a problem with it.
You
I
don't.
don't
think that there's
understand
any problem
why.
with eating
We're
another
gonna get
human
on a
being.
tangent. I don't know why I became evil in the D&D campaign because I wanted to eat some human flesh. Just
Well,
wanted to try it.
in D&D
Which D&D
world,
campaign
They
we're
were
talking about
they
here?
were
the
dead.
one where you ate the
They weren't
fucking ghoul
using-
meat.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that one.
It was ghoul meat. You
I'm
became a
just
ghoul.
saying. It's nothing wrong with it. They were dead. They're not using it.
They were cursed. In the world you're in, curses exist.
And
That's just mercy. I didn't
actual
believe in
undead
it.
monsters that tended to be evil usually were creatures that ate the flesh of the living and the flesh of the dead.
That was the flesh of the dead. The cow, the beef burger is a flesh of the dead. Little meat discs between bread.
Oh yeah? When did we eat a
Just
cow
eating
in
bread.
D&D? When did we even
Yeah.
see a cow in D&D?
Cows don't
Yeah.
exist in D&D unless it is entirely, required by the adventure.
It'd be like cow bear or some monstrosity that you have to fight.
Yeah, like swords.
Hell cow.
I've been trying to find a picture of Swartz because I keep googling unicorn, undead, sword through head, and horse with sword through head, and I'm not finding it. But it was
Dragon
a
Age
wonderful picture.
Inquisition deer.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's a picture Barnabas lifted.
Yeah, it's called the bog unicorn,
oh,
and it is the best.
It's a cool horse. Wish it existed. I mean,
speaking about unicorns and things that don't exist, I was going through town today, and there was charity people, who like just absolutely heckle you to try pay money every month because like they can't ask for donations or you can't do that, but they can get you to sign up to pay like £1 a month for the rest of your life. I'm like, no thanks. So I cut through the shopping centre, and our shopping centre, there's one shopping centre in my town that's just dying. Like there's no stores there, so they sometimes give away the lots to like educational things to use the space between rentals. And one of them's like an art exhibit. So I was like, ooh, I'm getting into art. I'll go in here. So I'm looking around like, oh, this is really nice. This is really nice. Like looking through the different ones, paintings of the local landscapes. Woman pops around the corner. I'm like, oh, I really like this one. She's like, oh, I painted that one. I'm like, it's really nice. How do you do this and that? So I learned quite a bit about acrylic painting and outlines and markers. And then she takes me around the back room because I'm like, oh, I see you working on something. And she's painting this dome building along with a obelisk, like a tall structure, and a road that goes up at an angle. And then she starts going on about how if you find a dome building, you'll always see like a tower to the side of it and a road that faces 33 degrees. And I was like, oh, she's going conspiracy on me.
Oh.
She starts talking about like the Freemasons and how like, yeah, if you look at an aerial view of Washington D.C., the roads are the exact shape of an owl, the sign of the stonemasons. I'm like, I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go. Thanks. I'll bring in some art tomorrow or something. I'll see you in a bit. Bye.
I honestly thought that this was going to be either a creepypasta story or that you were like about to say that she was drawing a nude figure of the Buddha or something.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be like a religious cult thing that you were gonna be dragged into. It's like here's our Lord and Savior, the obelisk.
Don't tell anyone I'm painting Muhammad. Oh my gosh.
That's the weirdest shit at the like local places. Just like anyone can get a little slot there and do whatever they want.
Yeah, I mean, besides that, she was really nice. She was really helpful with my art.
Like those
Just
people that sell hair.
yeah,
What?
that was what I was thinking.
Marvis, do you have a story about people selling hair?
No, actually. I just mean I've noticed it on Etsy because people sell everything on Etsy.
It's fucking weird. I didn't know these people sold hair on Etsy.
They sell hair, teeth,
Oh,
other body items.
What? You mean? I think you meant like wigs, because like there's a big market for wigs now. Like a lot of girls I've been seeing, like shave their heads and wear wigs because it's like you can style it. You don't have to wake up and style it every day. You just set it, and then it's like you could have a completely different hair color the day after. It's become quite popular to have wigs. I thought you meant that.
No, creeps. Those are called drag queens.
Oh my gosh,
And-
drag queens are amazing.
Yes, they are. And insert Shangela rant here, but
Shangela's the best. Okay, I like Shangela.
I have no idea what
I'm
you're talking
pro
about.
and she
Shangela.
ain't never had a sugar daddy. She don't need a sugar daddy. If she wanted a sugar daddy, she could go out and get one. but you can never have a sugar daddy because you are not that kind of girl, and so on. But anyways, actually, yeah, I mean, human hair wigs are considered some of the uh, highest end of wigs. I mean, the best wigs are made out of shaved Mongolian baby hair.
What?
I don't
That
know. It was
thing?
a joke from a drag queen.
Oh, okay. If it's not a
I
Simpsons
believed
reference,
you.
I don't get it.
Oh, right.
It sounded so convoluted enough. I was like, that sounds about right. It sounds rare.
What are you, crazy? Are you paying me in hair? Mm-hmm.
Speaking about weird, like foreign things that are like more valuable, but it's a bit of a con. Have you ever heard of that coffee that's like eaten by those weird lemur things that poop it out?
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
gross.
yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
gross.
And
it's not only
wait.
gross, but really unethical.
Yeah.
Didn't you tell me I wasn't allowed to talk about these sort of things?
What do you mean? There's nothing wrong with that. I didn't say anything disgusting. I just said anything,
I-
no.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, because they eat the berry, they poop out the seed, and then they'll always have like one free one in the garden, and they're like, yeah, look, he roams around free, he's free to do whatever he wants, we just naturally do it, and then they send him bags of the stuff, and it's like, no way did that one thing poop this many bags. There's obviously cages in his basements, and they're force feeding these wired ass animals more and more caffeine berries,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
are going nuts.
Probably. It
Oh,
probably
right.
looks like a junior high school party down there.
Oh
Jesus.
yeah.
They're, I mean, really everything we eat and imbibe is pretty much got some form of fecal matter in it, so, I'm not too pressed about it. I mean, consider how many times you stick your fingers near or around your mouth or touch something, and think about how many times you've, made the mistake and accidentally dipped into Mud Valley when the toilet paper slips.
Yeah.
Or if you touch money ever.
Or if you touch money's ever. I mean, you have so much hooker fecal matter and stripper ass on there. It's just natural. And there's a lot of cocaine.
I
I
mean,
wonder if it's possible to use a
God,
$1 bill. No, I'm thinking like we're using a $1 bill as like the worst cup of tea ever.
what?
Just putting it in boiling water and getting the flavor out.
Oh, that's
And
gross.
drinking it. Oh my gosh, that'd be such a good like
That's fucking gross.
batsu thing, like sort
Why?
of dare.
Isn't your money over there in Britlandia like plastic?
I want to. Oh no, it's starting to become plastic.
Oh, it's starting from plastic. Okay.
Yeah, it's
I think
really
in
good.
Canada
It's such
it's
a good.
plastic.
Yeah, you run it under the tap. You can try rip it. It doesn't.
Oh my
rip.
god, there's so many times where I've left a fucking dollar bill in the pants and then it just gets fucking like all mangled and not crusty, like hard because of like fucking other lint in there.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh, did I ever tell you about the Pata 5?
No, but I want to hear it.
So, I went to Russia many, many moons ago, and I had money in my hand. Yeah, this is before Russia was a place that you're not supposed to go to or talk to. And I had a little bit of American money, and by the end of the trip, and the last thing that I had was a $5 bill. And I was persistently told that you do not leave money in your front or back pocket. You put it in, someplace that's difficult to get to, or if somebody's going to get to it, you're going to know. So I put my money in my shoe. And that was first thing in the morning. And we walked everywhere that day.
Oh,
Now, it's not only that, but we're also walking around in tuxedos because we were going from show to show to show, and I was in black socks with tuxedo shoes, and it's sitting there just fermenting and absorbing and just becoming one with all my disgustingness of my foot.
ugh.
When it was in there, it was brand new. It was crisp. By the end of the day, I pulled it out, and I had worn holes into it,
Oh my god.
walking around so much, and it stunk so badly. And I kept on trying to give it away to my friends, and they would not accept it. And I didn't want to throw it away because it was, actual money.
Yeah.
I tried giving. Now, mind you, this is Russia during, just a little bit after the collapse of the USSR. So their ruble was just up and down every single day. Every single day we went there. The ruble was this amount, and then the next day it was this new amount. It would go from 50 to 1,000 to 800 to 1,400 to the dollar, so on and so forth. I'm making those numbers up. I actually don't remember how much they were, but it was all over the place. But there was a guy on our very first day that was standing outside the money changer, in a full-on in a trench coat with a with the big broad hat, and he looked really, really greasy. And he was asking us, "You want rubles? We got rubles. I give you rubles." To which we said no, because we automatically assumed that they were counterfeit. But even he would not take the $5 bill that last day.
Even I wouldn't take this money.
It stayed with me for like 2 months, and then finally, and it became known as the pata 5. Pata meaning foot. It's not even like, and when you say pata, it doesn't even mean like, oh, that's somebody's foot. It's like stinky, nasty feet. That's what pata means to us.
Yeah.
And so finally, I took it over to go rent a movie back when renting movies was a thing. And that should tell you how old I am, especially considering the fact that this was VHS that I was renting. Ooh. And I go pay the old Mexican guy with it, and he picks it up and he's looking at it, and as I'm walking away, he says, "Huele como patas," which means this stinks of feet. And the old woman that was there with him, his wife, is like, "No, huele como pollo," which means it smells like chicken.
What kind of chicken does she eat?
That is
what kind of chicken does she eat?
Good question. I mean, I had a friend who farted really, really bad in his cab once, and as a lady got into the cab, and she's like, "It smells like fried chicken in here."
Oh, that's gross.
Oh, what is it? Why does everything smell like chicken? Why is everything chicken?
Same thing like frog legs?
Oh, God. Also, like, my household, when we say patas, we mean, like, little tiny feet.
When I think of tiny feet, I think of, like, patitas or patitos.
Oh, well, that makes sense, yeah.
I think of babies running around, because babies are really cute. I think of cats as well, because cats have tiny papus.
Yeah, little patas.
Papus?
Papus.
A papus is a Native American thing.
Oh. They're little papas. Because little paws, little feetsies.
Oh,
Do you know some cats wear socks, but they're not really socks, it's just the colour of their fur.
You mean like my cat?
Who does he have socks?
Yes.
Hey, Barnabas,
my
what's your
cat has
cat's
white
name?
socks. Well, it started off as Slendy because he looked like he was in a tuxedo or a suit. The way that he was colored when we first got him, and then slowly he's evolved to shit ass, asshole, shit lord, and most recently he's my husband has been referring to him as Sisyphus.
Sisyphus.
As in the Greek tragic sinner.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, Sisyphus was is the guy pushing the big rock up the hill.
Oh, is that his name? I always forget his name.
Wait.
Sisyphus or Sisyphus.
Is that the one where people like call it sassafras?
Sassafras?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe I'm saying something else. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe I don't think that's the etymology of that word, but I can find out. We have the internet at our fingertips.
Fuck the internet. The internet's always wrong. Go to Wikipedia, and it's like, here's the source, my college newsletter.
I'm fine with that.
Good enough for you. Oh god. Fucking.
So, have any of you guys ever been to an escape room?
No, but I desperately want to do one.
Yeah, me too. Actually,
Yeah,
I was just talking to somebody, not talking to somebody, somebody sent me a message saying that they wanted to get a whole bunch of narrator and narrator adjacent people together in California for an escape room.
We should have fucking gone to the Trials of Bahamut when it was still in California.
Yeah.
That would have been so cool.
I wanted to too, but money.
Money, and then Spike lives in fucking wherever the fuck he lives, somewhere in Texas.
somewhere. Probably underwater now. He's become an Atlantean.
No. He got on Joel Osteen's arc. Worry about it.
Okay. Anyways,
Isn't
let's move away from
anyway,
that. Hey,
yeah.
Creeps, why did you bring up an escape room?
Whoa, well, because I've just been, and it was interesting. It was very small. Like, it's my first ever one, but my friend who's been to loads said it was all right, but it wasn't fantastic. But I had fun because I was solving things left, right, and center. I was on top of it. I had a vodka Red Bull before I went in because we were all tired, and my gosh, like it's just like not because I'm Asian, but I solved all the math puzzles.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just saying.
terrible at math.
Yeah, I'm terrible at math. Well, it was like tricks, and that was the thing. Like because one of them was like 8 plus 6 equals 2. 8 minus 6 equals 2. 6 minus 9 equals, and that was the code we need to find. And it had a picture of a grandfather clock, so I was like, well, it's 9. And someone was like, oh, I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, oh, no, just look at the clock. You go 6 hours before, it's 2. 6 hours after, it's 2. Look, it's 9. And then the other one, the answer was written because they give you pencils, and it was just scratched into the wall. I was like, this one's 4.
Huh.
Oh,
That's actually kind of neat.
that fucking math one. I can see why people get it wrong. Because like, why is it negative? Why doesn't make any sense?
Yeah, because sometimes the picture's irrelevant. Like in one of them, the picture was irrelevant. It's like, oh man.
I want
it's
to
quite
do
funny,
a Saw
actually.
version of an escape room.
Oh my gosh.
Where like they write
Yeah.
numbers in the back of your head and stuff like that.
They put like a key in a poison lollipop.
Yeah.
Well, they had a clever one because we were separated into 2 groups, and we were cell A and cell B. One of them, it said like something face something. I don't know. It was like a sentence like upward face destiny, and the letters were, there was also a scatter of letters to our left, and what it is, you were meant to trace the letters. So like face was like FACE, but they were in different positions, and if you traced it, it would make a number, and that was the combination to the lock in the other room, or in our room, because we had different combinations, so we had to shout to each other. And then we opened one box, and it was a string with a piece of metal on the end. I was like, hang on. And then someone took it over to the door, and it went clink. It was a magnet. And when we were locked in, the guy who locked us in dropped a key and walked off. And it was like, oh, that's the key. We're just
That's
trying to figure it
clever.
out. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Do they
as fuck.
are they like creepy, or are they just like, okay, we know we're here, we're doing this, and it's
Yeah,
just set up in a very general puzzle room, like Professor Lamberton or whatever the guy's name is.
Leighton.
That-
Leighton.
Yeah,
Leighton,
Professor
yeah.
Lamberton. No, that was another funny thing actually. Was the guy, he said he's like game master. We're all joking about, and then we go around the corner, and he's like, "Okay, this place is a penitentiary. The guards are away for 1 hour," and he's like proper like giving us the description. But I still had a smile on my face from just having a giggle with him earlier. And then partway through explaining, we hear this woman's voice going, "Hannah," and we're like, "Oh, what could that mean?" And then, like, after the guy finished explaining it, and we was like, "Okay, follow me," we're like, "Did that voice mean anything?" It was like, "Oh no, it's just one of the co-workers." It's like, damn it! I was trying to be cute. I was like, "Guys, remember that it could mean something."
Yeah, seriously, that was like a
Anything.
really big missed opportunity.
Yeah.
You should have just rolled with it. It was like, nah, that was to mislead you.
I'd love to go to a horror one though, because oh no, I was getting told of this one, right? There's a zombie chained up in the room.
Yeah, I heard of that one.
For every 10 minutes, the chain gets longer.
Yeah,
And I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
that was cool. I believe there's a Silent Hill one somewhere in Los Angeles.
I've heard of that too.
Yeah, I want to see that one. That one must be cool. And I think it's a Resident Evil one somewhere too.
yeah, there's Resident Evil, there's Zelda as well.
Really?
Yeah,
there is.
I believe there is a Zelda one.
Oh, that's cool. I want to do
Zelda.
that. You get to
Got it.
break pots and roll into shit.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so funny.
And gets
like,
the crap beat out of you by cuckoos.
Hell
Stop
yeah.
breaking the locks. Stop breaking the props.
Roll into it. Just keep rolling. Side jump
I smell
for faster
pottery.
movement.
Do you know what annoyed me actually?
What?
There was one puzzle in which there was like cables, and there was a diagram in this little room we had to crawl into, and it was like there was like 3 different green cables, and there was like 8 slots down on both sides, and you had to plug them in. If you get what I mean, like an operator, like those old-fashioned operators. And there was like green, blue, and red, and we had one of each cable, but the diagram showed like 3 of each color. I'm like, oh, which one could it be? Which one could it be? And there was maps all around us for the different levels, like the different floors of this supposed penitentiary. And I was like, oh, wait, we're upstairs, and the downstairs diagram's downstairs, so all we have to do is line it up, like line the maps up. So I ran downstairs, found the map, had to dig it behind this piece of wood, looked at it, it's like, okay, this is the layout, let's go upstairs. And I was like, guys, it's got stairs in the middle, we're in the middle room, because it was like, you are here on it. And the girl was like, oh, no, it's fine, we figured it out. It's like, how? I just said on the map. I was like, oh. And I thought it was really clever. I thought it was being super clever. And it was just like, the map at the bottom just said like, floor 2. And I was like, oh, well, I guess that's where we are. I guess that was a waste of time, me crawling
Well,
through the hole.
The important thing is that
Running
you
upstairs.
tried. And
Yeah.
trying is the first step towards failure.
Never try anything, kids.
Never try anything, kids. Always aim low. So low, no one will ever notice you fail.
Hey,
Dinner's in
Creeps.
the oven. If you want butter, it's under my face.
Hey, Creeps, did you know that was a Simpsons reference? Oh my god, the old Simpsons are amazing. Oh god, I wish I could watch them
Yeah.
right now.
I can't believe they're dead.
Yeah.
You know, Creeps, that method that you were talking about to solving the puzzle, that's a puzzle that was, it might still be in 14, where the sorry guys, a huge spoiler for the anniversary event that either passed or is happening. I think it passed already. The anniversary event takes you to this thing called the Cheap Dungeon, which is like, it's just a little character that goes through this old style maze where you have to, rotate by pressing the buttons and then go forward by pressing the other ones, and you're just filling out this map from on the side that has a bunch of letters, and then you get to the end and then you go upstairs to another map which has a bunch of numbers, and then when you get to the end it says enter the password, and then you have to find out where the numbers line up to the letters on the first floor.
Ah.
Oh.
So
Clever girl.
see that your method would have worked for that, but the one you did it, they already had the map.
Yeah.
So
I should have been playing 14 the whole time. I was in the wrong place.
you're right. You should be playing 14.
Oh, don't.
So should
You
Brian.
shame
should
publicly.
be. Ah.
Yep, dragging you both.
I'm trying
down.
to save. I go on, and then I have to when I start getting in, then I have to go away for a while, and now go back, and then now it's like, well, I can't spend more money because I have to move.
Yep. So hey, that brings us right into the next topic. Hey Barnabas, how's your week been?
Well, on Friday the 1st, since that counts as the total of the week, 7 days. 7 days. On the 1st, I came home ready for a three-day weekend, what with Labor Day and all that.
Hell yeah.
Only to find out that they've served us a 60-day eviction notice because this apartment complex is going low income, which means I make way too much to live here,
Yep.
even with 2 people. So there's that. And the way that document was written, it made it sound like I was stuck here for the 60 days and had to pay all 60 days worth of rent.
Oh, bullshit.
And then if I moved into a new place, I would still be on the hook for this place. We went out the following day to search for apartments, found an apartment, got applications, and then, and mind you, Friday, or actually Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it was hot as Satan's taint here.
Yep,
It
103
was
103 and up.
Yep. We needed a air conditioner on the Power Ranger setting to win against the fucking heat.
Yep.
So we're running around town, dealing with all this crap, and then stressed out about, trying to find a place. And even Sunday it started raining for no goddamn reason, even though it was, well, we know why it was raining, but it was still hot, and so it was just muggy rain, and it was we got a flood warning for where we were. Most likely because, part of California decided to burn, the previous past couple months,
Yep.
so mudslides and all that.
We also in Anaheim there was a huge fire that was going on, so there's even more.
Lovely. Right. It can pretty soon. California and Washington will just be completely burnt out, and then Oregon will be the place we all live, and we can all live our lives like Portlandia every day.
I need to watch that. Haven't yet.
You should. It is amazing, and I hear a lot of Portland people don't like that movie because it's so accurate. Not movie, but don't like that show because it's so accurate.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah. And then, so I decided, okay, crap, I need to figure out, I need money, I need this, I need that. And so I get everything figured out. I take a small loan out for my 401k, do this, do that, gonna have everything paid off with said loan, and I'll have a little bit of extra money so that I can, so that at the beginning of October, me and the husband can go to Disneyland, which I bought for him in the beginning of August for his birthday.
Oh.
And of course, being from non-America, he's never been to Disneyland or any of its subsidiaries, so this will be, first time in a lifetime sort of thing, or however you say that shit. And then yesterday, come home, tired and ready to find that we got, not yesterday, Tuesday, once I had figured out everything I was going to do, I come home to a bill for $1,000.
Whoa! What?
What?
For dental work, because my insurance had run out for the husband's dental work.
Oh, fuck.
Because we just did a whole bunch, right after the other, because we had to.
Yeah, I remember you guys were telling us about that, but fuck, that sucks.
Yeah. So there's that. So we're fine. It's just stress. And then I put in the applications. They told me the very same day, you guys got the apartment You guys can put in for it. It's not put in for it. We'll get you for the move-in date, which I'm going for Friday the 13th of October.
Hey.
And then only have to pay X amount for the move-in fee, because they'll do a prorated rent. So that's more saved money. Then I spoke to this apartment complex, and they are giving me a prorated rent for when I leave. Thank God. So that means if I leave on the 15th, if I give them my final day for the 15th of October, they're only going to charge me half the rent.
Thank God.
Adult problems.
It's adult problems. Fuck you over with that, man. Like, oh, you have to stay here for the 60 days. Fuck that. That's such bullshit. They're the reason you were getting kicked out in the first place.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. It's like, we were just saying, it's like, they're kicking us out. They told us that they were going to give us brand new, not brand new, they were going to give us assistance because they were kicking us out, and none of that happened.
Oh.
And this place has gone low. I mean, this place has gone low income, and I'm not saying this because I'm meaning it in any way, shape, or form against people that need low income. A lot of people need it, need low income housing. It sucks. It's unfortunate. I can't really complain about it. But oh my God, the past couple months have just been a shitstorm of the people that have been here. It's turned into. Yeah, there's. I mean, the night before, the cops were outside because somebody was trying to get into somebody's second floor.
Oh God.
What?
Yeah, and they were just yelling at each other. It's like, you see this shit, you see this shit, you see this shit, you see this shit, because apparently nobody could figure out who was in the right.
Oh, fucking immediately.
Yeah. So glad that we're leaving.
Yeah, and now that your semi-nice apartment has turned into a not nice apartment.
Not nice apartment.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to the move.
How's the new place look?
It's actually fairly nice. It's actually it is more expensive, but it's higher end. It's an extra $200 a month from what I'm used to, but it's a 1 bedroom. We don't need much because it's just me and him,
And the cat.
And the cat.
And the cat.
and the cat. But overall, I think it's going to work out for the best. I mean, they have a 24-hour gym, which is nice.
Oh, that's fucking
Ooh.
awesome. As long as the
Yeah.
other people wipe it down. Yes, fuck people who
Yes.
don't wipe it down.
Fuck people who do not wipe down their crap. Fuck them with a rake.
God, when I was going to college and I was doing when I used to exercise regularly, which I don't anymore because work is just too much. The fucking mongrels, we have this fucking this row of machines that you're supposed to do for like it's the first thing you're supposed to do when you get into the gym because it's part of the program. It's a bike, then a machine, then a bike, then a machine, then a bike and machine. You go on like that. Fucking the people don't wipe down the goddamn benches, and it's fucking gross. I don't want to touch your goddamn
in
sweat.
California.
Oh,
So I was
so
like,
bad.
I was wondering why it's that bad. Because like not everyone wipes over here, but it's not that bad. And I was like, oh wait, you're in the disgusting state of
Where it's
sweaty
fucking
people
hot.
and
It's
heat.
hot all the time.
Oh, okay, my choir teacher had this amazing story about a certain actor. Can I speak? Can I say who the actor is?
I mean, if you feel comfortable saying it.
I mean, I feel comfortable saying it, and it's not unknown. It was on Cracked, actually.
Oh, just fucking say it.
Okay, so this Brad Pitt walked in,
Oh.
and he, my choir teacher used to would always go in at like at 6 or 5 in the morning to the gym because he was a part-time bodybuilder, and he's like, oh my god, that's Brad Pitt. I'm getting to meet Brad Pitt. And he's walking in. My choir teacher's getting ready to go talk to him, and from across the gym, you can just smell him.
Oh,
Absolute most rank and disgusting BO that you can imagine. And that's when I learned never meet your heroes.
Oh god. Like I hear that a lot about celebrities. For some reason, a lot of them smell like shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Really?
the hell that is.
It's because a lot of people use like stuff that we're used to that's full of evil chemicals and whatnot that actually does its job. They're using a lot of stuff that's actually good for them, but it doesn't do its job as well.
Oh, you mean
Or
they're
some
not,
people just don't like don't like bathing
you mean they're not using soap
or deodorant
or deodorant?
or Vagisil.
Oh my god! If I can, the hell Vagisil? The hell's that? Is that a thing?
Yeah, Vagisil. It's for between me down there for people that have a hoo instead of a doodle dangle.
Oh,
gooey bagoo-goos.
Gooey vagoogos?
Gooey bagoo-goos.
Vagisil
Man.
is for gooey vagoogos.
Man, never say that again. Cooey,
Like the sponsors, Vagisil.
welcome to
Your new slogan.
sponsorship.
the first Dungeon Runners sponsorship is for Vag. Man, that's one hell of a sponsorship for a mostly male-oriented cast. Like we have
Yeah.
one female like on the rotation.
Is that Matt?
Sure, Matt. Mr. Audionic UK.
I sure hope he edits this now.
He's
Oh,
not.
crap.
Don't worry, I'll send him this part.
Clip it.
Like, hey, Matt, make sure to check out this part of the podcast. It's special for you. But anyways, was that all that you had for, going on your week? I mean, that's a lot of shit, but like, anything else happen?
Yeah, nothing much else has happened other than the fact that I have not done anything with my channel for a few months now. And I'm trying to finish writing a damn story so I can, post it and whatnot.
Oh, you know what? I have a pitch for a story for you. I can tell you later, not right now.
Is it
Yeah.
like the one that for some reason a lot of people really, really love?
Which one was that? Was it the lanternfish one?
Yeah, the anglerfish.
Yeah, I like that one too. It's a good story.
Which has actually
That's a
become
cool idea.
our term for anything where there's no lights outside. We refer to it as anglerfish country.
That's awesome. Yeah, I pitched pitched
we're
that.
not a couple of
I pitched
lesbians,
I pitched the monster story to Barnabas, and he wrote the story. because I'm terrible.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at actualizations. I'm good at pitching ideas, and that's it.
Yes,
Oh.
I always feel the same. Like that's why I struggle so much. Like I can write to a decent, to an okay degree, but I'm much better at just ideas. I feel, but it's so hard to pitch ideas.
Yeah, it's like you can't just pitch ideas at anyone either, because like unfortunately we live in this society of, hey, here's my idea. This is my idea now.
I made this.
Mad.
I made this.
And it's more as well, like, you say artists want to do their own art. If you're like, oh, you know what you should draw, right? You should draw Berserk and Fist of the North Star, like, doing it. That's a really good idea because they're both men.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, that's what you want to see, but that's not what I want to draw.
Exactly.
You know?
And just throw money at it.
I don't want to write a story about your poorly edited paragraph that you sent me explaining your Sonic OC and how spoopy he is, which I'm really surprised I still occasionally get those.
I need to share this picture, not publicly, but you know that art gallery I mentioned earlier?
Yeah.
They had some Sonic OCs or some
Oh,
Sonic
that's
drawings. I
awesome.
think
My
it was my
God.
kids, but I just love that that's on display in my little small wholesome white people town. That on the wall there's some Bleach drawings and Minecraft and Sonic.
Oh my god, that's awesome. I hope there was
That is amazing.
I hope there was little kids there buying them.
This is the way the world ends with Sonic OC.
Man, Sonic
Oh,
OCs
please.
are becoming a reality in like what, 3 weeks or something like that,
Oh yeah, boy.
or 2 weeks. I think it's the 17th.
Wait, what?
Fulfill
Sonic
all my
Forces, dude.
fantasies.
Oh.
Sonic
Oh.
Forces.
Oh.
Create your OC.
I have
in
no idea
Sonic
what you're
games.
talking about.
Okay, Sonic Forces is a
Missing
game that's coming
Apparently
out.
I am. Is that on the Switch?
Yeah, it's coming out on the Switch.
I like you can say that now because you finally got a Switch.
Yeah, boy.
Is that the Switch? Because I can get it if it is.
I can get it now.
I can get it, and then I won't have time to play it because of work.
Yeah, seriously. Did I tell you guys how I ended up getting the Switch?
No.
No.
Go ahead and tell
Okay.
that story.
So I've been wanting to play. Actually wanting to buy a Switch for a while, but I always stop myself because it's money. It's a whole crap ton of money,
Yeah.
and mainly I only really wanted it for two things. I wanted Mario Odyssey and I wanted Breath of the Wild.
Yep. That's what everyone
And I always talk
for.
about it, and husband kept on saying, "It's like, well, get it if you want it. You know, are you sure you want it? This, so on and so forth." And was always very supportive of me buying the damn thing. And then come around to July, and my friend Donnie is telling me, it's like, "Hey, do you want a copy of Breath of the Wild? Because I got one for free." Because he bought it for himself originally, and then his Switch came with one that he didn't realize. So I was like, "Yeah, sure. When I buy a Switch, I'll hit you up for it." And come around to the husband's birthday, Donnie just gifts him the damn game. Which, mind you, the husband hasn't played a Zelda game.
No?
No.
It's fucking nuts.
So this was somewhat of a like, okay, thank you, but okay. And I'm thinking, it's like, we don't have a Switch yet. What is this going to do? Just sit on the mantelpiece as a talking point? To the nobodies that come over? I don't mean like nobodies as in like people that are nobody, as in,
No,
like,
we get it.
literally
People I
don't have
don't
people
care
come over.
about.
People
Yeah.
beneath you. I get it.
Yeah, poor people. That's why you're moving away, right?
Exactly. So entirely, I was I say, fuck it, I'm gonna buy the damn Switch. I bought the Switch, brought it in. I was like, he's gonna need a game that he's actually gonna want to play on this. So I get him the Minecraft bundle, and it comes in. He plays a little bit of it. I play a little bit of Breath of the Wild, and then I think like a couple days later, husband is completely addicted to Breath of the Wild. He's so far beyond me in what he was doing. He had already beaten the water temple by the last time when we last put it down, and now he's sucked into Naruto.
Oh,
That's awesome. Oh my god. It's Breath of the Wild is also kind of like it's a weird starting point for Zelda because it's not a Zelda game. It's like it's nothing.
not.
It's nothing like Zelda, but it's fucking amazing.
It's like Dark Souls
It
and
is.
Skyrim and that other game.
Other? Fallout? No. Well, they kind of. Except without guns.
Various survival games.
Yeah, very survival games. Crafting.
Have you?
Make food.
A very important question. Have you put a Nintendo cartridge, a Nintendo Switch cartridge, in your mouth yet?
No.
Have you licked it?
No, but I did used to lick CDs and vinyl records to clean them.
Ew.
Well, do it to your... It really helps the plastic if you lick it.
Okay, that's... Creeps, that's an unfair thing to do to Barnabas because he's not on the internet a lot.
But
not.
I am.
Okay,
The
Barnabas...
only thing I know about the internet is gay porn and, books.
Books? Who the fuck reads books on the internet?
Yeah.
I like how that's the thing that you ask about.
Look, books are for nerds. Anyways,
Books are
Barnabas,
for nerds.
don't do that thing with the cartridge because when the Switch came out and Breath of the Wild came out, they made this method for kids not to put cartridges in their mouth by making it taste bad, and apparently it tastes really fucking bad.
Oh god, now I need to do it.
No,
See,
Barnabas.
on my
No.
live stream, I was just there shoving Mario and Rabbids in my mouth, and I was just like sucking on it, just like, this isn't that bad. I spat it out, and it just kicked in. I was like, it was like really like, it's like really stingy. Like it's like iron. It's like strong iron.
Ugh,
It's really
fucking
interesting.
thing.
Lick it. Do it.
No, don't. Why? Why are you encouraging this?
Well, I like how when I said it, it's just like, oh yeah, it's probably just saying something. And then when you said something, it's like, I have to do it now. It becomes a challenge.
It's not so
like,
much that it's a challenge. It's if there was the Necronomicon in front of me, knowing full well what it does to people, if there was like that vision of God that you're not supposed to be able to see, I'm the first person in line to go try and do it. I don't believe in things that man is not meant to know, and that includes nasty tasting Switch cartridges.
Oh, God.
See?
Also, Creeps, you did it on live stream?
Yeah, you didn't know about that. Yeah,
No,
it was
I'm
when I
wrong
bought,
with it.
because I think all the games I've bought are all pre-owned, and I was like, I don't want to put that in my mouth, but I've just bought this brand new game, right? This is going in my mouth. It didn't go like that really, but I was just curious. I was just like, I wonder what it tastes like. Except there's a lot more hesitant now. I was crying. I didn't cry.
Was it that bad? You were
No,
crying?
I didn't cry. It's not that bad, to be honest. It's just more, you don't want to eat it, so it's doing its job.
Oh, God.
Good.
But I
guess
just
that's
love,
good.
I love the news when that story broke about like, oh yeah, Nintendo cartridges are coated with this thing to make it taste bad. There was trending tweets on, it does taste bad.
Yeah, there was a bunch of
'cause
people
it just
tasting it.
basically how you reacted, Barney, is how the world reacted
Yeah.
when they found out about it. It's like, I wonder if it really does. Mm-hmm.
Gotta get them views. Gotta prove it. You know?
Yeah.
You have to prove that it tastes like shit.
Yeah.
Now I
Creeps.
need to taste it.
No, Barnabas, don't do it.
See.
Creeps. Hey, did you do anything else with your week other than go downtown?
I've been painting, and I was painting on some paper that I was given, and then it turns out it's papyrus paper from Egypt. And I
Shit.
was like, oh, should I be using this?
Fucking fancy paper.
Yeah,
Like
it's
actual
proper fancy.
Egypt?
Yeah,
That shit where it's like manually pressed and shit.
yeah. I'm just painting on it. I'm like, okay.
Is it the papyrus paper where it's like like a current day one where they cut it off so it doesn't look all like jagged at the edges?
Yeah, it's all A4 size, but you can tell it's like all grainy. I'm holding some now. Like some of them have like mild holes in it, so you can tell it's hand pressed.
Wow,
But it's like all
Wow.
the paintings I've posted pictures of on www.twitter.com/creeps_McPasta. If it's on
Editor,
funny
cut that
looking
out.
paper, it's papyrus.
funny looking.
You should
paper.
say ding every single time you plug yourself.
Ding. Yeah.
still
Have
need those
the
dollars.
sellout button. Oh no, someone's selling out.
We need those. We still need those dollars from we plugged you last time.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
got at least 2 clicks.
And you can follow me at Do not go to that website. Do not go to the website.
I'm gonna assume not.
Yeah, maybe censor it.
Hey, editor,
We have-
censor this.
Yeah.
Probably bad news.
Put in a nice website like I don't know. I like meat and potatoes or something. Huh?
You know, don't say websites because there's a chance that it's bad.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, did you ever used to play the porn game in school?
You mean type in a website, see if it's porn?
Yeah, I used to type in
Yes.
3 letters on Google Images and just see what comes up, and sometimes I'd win.
It's what we used to do in what was it, middle school? Is type in a name.com and see if it was porn. 8 out of 10 times it was porn.
See, do you guys remember David Firth, the guy who made Salad
Fingers?
Fingers? Yeah, Salad Fingers,
Yeah.
Burnt
Yeah.
Face Man. He had a website called fat-pies.com. Now, if you typed in fatpies.com, it was a fat people porn site, and the amount of times we accidentally went on that was really, really annoying.
Uh-huh. Accidentally.
Yeah.
Like the time that we accidentally looked up do people actually put gerbils in the butt on the school library computer?
I was once banned from the school system for a week. Because
Oh, did you
Me
have
a
that?
week?
Did you have that thing where you had to type in your school ID to be able to use a computer?
yeah, so we had our own IDs and own passwords, and the last when you're 16, you leave high school over here, but you can do an optional 2 years called sixth form, and I kept my user and I applied for sixth form, but a lot of my friends, for some reason, even though they applied, they got in, their users got wiped or something, and they couldn't get in their accounts. So, out of the graciousness, from the care of my own friends, deep down in my heart, I made a public password. I was like, guys, you can just use it. Make your own little folders. It's fine. Came in the common room. All 8 computers, they're watching, like, 2 girls finger painting, kids in a sandbox, all these disgusting things I don't even want to name. And it was disgusting. I was like, oh, jeez. Like, I didn't pick up at first because, like, oh, all my friends are watching weird things. Oh, God, that's my user.
Yep.
And then the head of sixth form was talking to me. He's like, look, creeps. Obviously, I'm just going to say creeps, but he's like, creeps.
Yeah.
The IT people came to me and they said the stuff you were looking at, like, they've seen their fair share of porn. But they said the stuff that you were looking at was very disturbing. I was like, no.
We were horrified.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me. I was, for some reason, simultaneously jerking it on 8 different computers to the weirdest porn in the world. Like, no,
Clearly,
that
you
wasn't me.
started a trend.
Yeah.
We were horrified, and we're calling the police and the minister.
Oh my gosh, someone was put on the register in my school.
Are you serious?
He was dared to streak down the quad, and it's like, oh yeah. So he streaked right down the quad. Problem is, the year 7s was just coming out, and the sixth form was like, look, we have no choice. We have to report this,
Yeah.
and he got put on the register.
He's a
It's
pedophile.
like, damn. What?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the scary thing. Is like, what a way to possibly ruin your life
Yep.
for a
Get
stupid
drunk
thing
and
to do in
accidentally
school.
piss at a playground in the middle of the night. On the register.
Yeah.
Yep. If you public urination on the register, fucking you're filed for life. Sex offender.
Yep.
And it's just
Actually,
like,
I think it's technically illegal to stop on the 101 to pee.
well, I imagine it's illegal to stop on the 101. I don't think there's any place to stop.
Well, I mean, up my area where there's actual grass land and hills.
Oh,
There's no
you
actual
mean-
buildings.
you mean where the concrete jungle on this side of the California?
Yeah, I'm on the other side of the concrete jungle. I'm beyond the wall.
Beyond the fog wall, as you would say in Dark Souls. Except it's a literal fog wall where it's smog.
Yeah, you go from
And
that fog
forest
wall
fires.
to actual fog wall when you get to my area because we are constantly covered in a fog. It's
Yeah.
like Ravenloft.
Aw,
Speaking of Ravenloft,
what about Ravenloft?
I have a question for you.
Us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is a podcast question or not.
We'll cut it out if it isn't.
All right.
Cat.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause it's the end.
so I was thinking that how much I miss you fucks in our old ways, and was thinking, what if we did a D&D campaign with no like commitment to date or anything like that, just like when we can, and we do, and we start up a campaign where our old characters left off from the old.
Okay. I have several questions.
Yeah, I have a few too. You go first.
Matt hates us in our old campaign.
Yeah, we
Yes.
kind of betrayed him very bad. I'm a cursed monster that can never fulfill his desires. I'm a
Yes.
huge cursed monster.
My character's a demigod of some sort,
Yes.
and I have a farm of horses
Yeah, I a farm with horses and a scarecrow.
on fire.
Yeah, of the
a
eternally
person.
dying man.
Yes.
I remember telling you to keep that. We
Yep, you
we
told me
worked so hard to
you
keep
strapped it onto the missile. And hey, podcast viewers, our fucking last campaign was nuts.
Yeah, remember the dragon that I accidentally left my rat armor with because we turned the dragons into rats so they could escape?
Yeah.
And then we accidentally betrayed them and killed them anyway? What a
Yep.
way to
Well,
end that bit.
Yeah. Remember that time though when the building was collapsing and I had the magical drawbridge and I used it as a pillar to keep the place
Oh
up?
my god.
Oh my gosh.
That's so cool.
Remember when we were deep underwater, Bioshock style, and Matt thought it would be a good idea to open a portal to the outside, to the inside, and it caused a hyper jet of highly condensed water to shoot out and almost killed him?
Yeah.
I remember it actually triggered Spike because he doesn't like underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was
Hey,
screaming what was going to happen so much, and he still did it, and then it happened.
remember that time we were in the last castle and we were supposed to fight this epic long battle of these like multiple characters, but instead what we did was on the first turn Matt just pushed them out the door and off the cliff.
Yeah.
Didn't he drop Stampy on top of them?
He threw his elephant on top.
Yes, that was also the castle where somebody said there was ice cream in the Sphere of Annihilation, and somebody just jumped in.
Somebody being
But
Matt.
at least he made sick flips.
Matt.
Yeah.
Remember that time Matt killed himself and lost the last piece of the
Yeah.
soul that we were trying to guard?
Yeah.
Yes.
The one person who had to stay alive. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Remember when you were evil and I lost part of my soul, and then it keeps trying to go to you, Jen, but Spike caught my soul, and then you just whispered to him, hey, you know what you should do? You should give it to me. And then he gave it to you like an idiot, and I was like, you idiot. You idiot. You idiot. You gave him my soul. You gave the demon my soul.
Hey, remember that time I was a super good paladin man and I had 2 pieces of Asmodeus' soul? That's super cool.
Remember when I didn't have a soul, and then you put a cat soul in me, and suddenly I was
No,
really
no, no.
agile but scared of
I
loud
didn't
noises?
put a cat soul on you. Was it Spike put a cat soul?
Spike did. Spike stole the soul of one of those cat people and then shoved it all up into you.
He plucked
There
the
was
cat
also,
soul from the guy we killed.
You remember how the only person you guys truly, really, actually cared about for an NPC was the tiny little gay man,
The Swamp Game
Leslie,
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
swamp gay man, Leslie Jordan.
Yeah.
And then when he died, you guys were all actually upset.
Yeah, and then remember when bootleg Simon died, and we're like, Simon's dead, you know? I can't believe Simon died. And it's like, God damn.
Remember when we found out Simon was a fucking clay golem and we kept asking him, hey, do you have a dick?
Yes. Or whenever you guys needed him to look into the past for something, you guys would just rub something on his face.
we
gosh, yeah.
wouldn't even ask him, we would just grab his hands.
Remember when I got super cursed by one of the, like, the things because I decided to, like, absolutely rag on your character's mom and then married her just so you'd call me dad? Oh.
Yes.
Remember
Yes.
when fucking during the same instance where Matt wanted to be a cool guy for the magic show and he just ended up creating a barrel while he was naked?
Yeah,
Yes.
in front of like a 6-year-old.
Yeah,
That was
but
his magic
kids
show.
around him too. It's like boom, magic, and it was just a barrel.
Spike had a chainsaw for a
You remember
hand.
when the brain was making bedroom eyes at you guys?
Remember
Remember when
when
Spike? Remember when we trusted the cleric, our wholesome, like the actual good character cleric Spike, with the mask of like 7 deaths,
Yeah,
and then he
you guys
saved the souls, and then in a clutch moment decided to use it, and it was just like the most pointless thing ever. Like this thing hyped up to be super evil, and it was like, oh.
Remember when we found out the reason he had an iPhone was because he got modified to steal souls from people he took pictures of?
Yeah,
Yep,
that was
he
the
modified
mask.
his Mask of Seven Deaths to look like the iPhone, and you guys didn't know what was going on until you guys switched bodies.
Oh yeah,
It was like, what is
Matt
this
had it,
in
I
your
think.
thing?
Remember when there was a fucking cleric that was no, not a cleric, a magician nicknamed Leroy Jenkins because we couldn't remember his name.
Yes.
He ran up to us and a cat just killed him in one hit.
Yep.
Oh, that cat was magical.
The cat ended up being the fucking NPC lady that we knew.
Yeah.
Man, D&D
Yes,
was
it
great.
was. Indy was
Yeah.
great. So those are all logistics and things that we can work out, but I'm fairly certain that we could do it. But if we did manage to do something like that, would you guys be interested?
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about it more off stream, but that definitely sounds funny.
Yeah. Speaking of stream and podcasts and stuff, we're kind of out of time, and we're going a little long. So first off, I'd like to thank the Barnabas Deimos for showing up today.
You're welcome.
Okay.
I am very humbled and thankful that you have allowed me to be here and partake of this walk down memory lane, and also I am the best at being humble.
Damn. Anyways, you want to shout something out?
The key to success is a swollen testy.
What?
As
I'm
said
pretty sure
by
it meant
Jane
social
Austen.
media, but that works too.
Yeah, sure, why not? Hey, make sure to follow Barnabas on Twitter, Barnabas Deimos, something. You can find him. He has his own icon and his own Twitter now. Make sure to follow him on YouTube, Barnabas Deimos. The Black Hand, is it?
Black collar woker,
Worker.
W-O-K-E-R, or worker, W-O-R-K-E-R. It's a
Alright.
word. Just you have fingers. You can just type in Barnabas space Demos into any search engine, and I'm pretty much the only one that exists in the world at the moment.
Nice.
Until somebody tries to take that from me, in which case I'll have to kill them because it can only be one. Just like any other, whenever I would find out that there was another gay horror narrator, I'd have to kill them because there can only...
Isn't there more?
Yeah, there's plenty more. There's tons more. And I'm happy to see them.
And Creeps was also here, but he's been here.
Yeah, I'm me.
Anyways,
Me.
thank you for joining us for the Dungeon Runners podcast. Be sure to email us at dungeonrunnerspodcast@gmail.com. That's dungeonrunnerspodcast@gmail.com. Also, be sure to check out our Google Play and SoundCloud and iTunes. Also, be sure to leave a comment and rate it, because that really does help us. Make sure to share it around. Hey, anyways, bye guys. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to read the email at the beginning of the podcast. Forgot. Don't tell Spike.
Edit it. Just superimpose it. It'd be great.
And end.